we are going to study nesting complex data types within dictionary, where as previously we have seen that we were studying how to create the dictionary. And so let's make an empty dictionary first. Suppose we make use of the first dictionary that we have, and that is on fruits. This tells us this is the way that we have written in the previous session, an empty dictionary. And now we press shift plus enter and an empty dictionary has been created. And now when we call it, then we have the dictionary created here. And now we want to add some of our fruits in the dictionary. As we have created here, we want to add some items here. So we have seen in the previous session, we can add with the name of the dictionary. Inside the square brackets, the name of the keys. Apple here is the key of the fruits, and red is the value with the equal to sign. And when we press this, we have the fruits dictionary, which has been updated with new items there. And now you can see a dictionary here where there are keys and the values updated in the dictionary. Now our idea is, this has been what we have done in the previous session. Now we want to create one dictionary. Say if we create for a fruits quantity. Now this dictionary, fruits quantity dictionary, right? So this is it, and this is the dictionary created. Now what we would like to do, we would like to add some quantity here, like say if we want to add some items of apple, mango, grapes, but this time we are adding it in a list. So 10, 20, 30, this apple is the key, and we have the value in the list form, that is 10, 20, 30. So this is one record, this is the second record, this one is the second record, then this is the third record here. And so we want to update this in our dictionary as well. So press shift plus enter. Now our dictionary has been updated, and now we are going to see it, what is there in the dictionary now. So yes, we can see the values and the keys here. Now the next thing that we are going to do is, we are going to see, like we want one of the keys to be taken out. Say if we want apple, and we want the quantity, how much we want to know the quantity of apple. So we'll just put the name of our dictionary name, and we'll, in the square brackets, we'll put the name of the key which we want to access. So apple is the key where we want to access. What are its values if we want to know. This is in the case when the data is more, and we will only have the keys with us, but we need to find the values for it. When we are doing some data analysis, like in artificial intelligence or data science, we are doing the data analysis. In that case, there we have to use these keys to find out the values, what are the values it is showing. And sometimes we also need to update these values. So here, if we want from the apple only, we want the first value inside it. So we'll just press here shift plus enter in the second one, and that is, it will bring out us the second value. So this will give us the second value, tuple index not in range. That shows, okay, this the commas should be not there. Okay, so this is plus enter, and we'll update. If we make any changes above, we have to run all the cells so that those changes can be reflected, and then so you can see the changes now. So Apple will have it will show the list, and now it will show the first. So what is one here? The apple is the name of the key, but if we want the indexed element, we are using here index 10. So if we see the list of apple, that is 10, 20, 30. So 10 is on the 0th index, 20 is on the first index, and 30 is on the second index. So the list uses the index here 0, which starts, an index always starts from 0. So if we want to access the from the dictionary apple, whose list has what is the element on the first index, then it will show us 20 here, as you can see. And if someone asked us that we want this first element of apple, first indexed element of apple, to be updated, so what can we do? We can just update it. Say if we want to update it, the previous number it has is 20, we want to update it with say 40, we'll just write equals to 40, and then it has been updated, and we'll again see what has been the changed in our dictionary here. So it will show us that the first element is now showing 40 and it is no longer 20 there. So this is where we are using list within the dictionary, where we are updating it, we are adding it, and we are also accessing the elements which are already there in the list, which is in the dictionary. Now the most important part that comes is if we have a dictionary within a dictionary. So suppose we make another dictionary whose values are again within a dictionary. So it will look like this. So here fruits quantity dictionary is our the normal dictionary that we create always, and the second is here apple, mango and grapes. These are the keys, and inside them we have made another dictionary which has its own keys and dictionary. So APPLE has its own dictionary with its values 10, 20, 30, 60, 50, and similarly for mango and grapes. Now when we just run this cell, it is showing some errors, and that is because we have written equal to. Why? Because in a dictionary, we know from the previous session that in dictionary we always separated with the colon here, so we must write colon here. Every key and value within a dictionary is separated from using the colon, and now we run it. The dictionary has been made, it has added some keys and values in it, and now we are going to see our dictionary within dictionary here. And the next thing that we are going to do now, if from this dictionary, if I want to we want to access the keys of apple, the values of apple here, so we'll just put it here. And now again you have to keep remember that always whenever we are putting the key, we have to put it in the codes. If it is a string, we have to put and then code it there, otherwise it will show an error. Now it is showing us apple which is a key, has a value which is again a dictionary having keys and values. Now if we want to update this, then again we can put this So now if we want to access from our dictionary that we have made earlier, want to access the key apple, and we want to within it we want to access the key a, what value, because we want to know what value does it have now. So it should have 10, right? But this is apple here, and this inside it there is another key that is a. We want the value from there. Now if we want to update this value, we can also do this and just write. Earlier it was 10 here, a is 10 here, so we can update it by writing say 30 and just press shift plus enter. It should have been updated. We'll check it if it is right or not. Yes, it has been successfully updated as 30. So these are some complex data types that we have used within the dictionary. First we have used the list within a dictionary, and we have also seen the second thing, that is dictionary within dictionary, to access the elements, to update the elements, and also to add the elements in there. Thank you.